it's Melanie. Happy Wednesday. Today we are doing something that I like to call a rehaul. So essentially I pick a haul from the last however many years that I've been doing YouTube, and I go through and I give you guys essentially reviews on the products that I purchased during that haul. And I tell you whether I kept those products, used them up, ended up giving them away, or returning them. I mean, there have been cases where I used something for a couple of days and was just like, oh, this is just not the thing for me. And usually I will kind of follow up on stuff like that in Friday favorites and flops, but sometimes it just slips my mind. And so I think, you know, there are a lot of people that wonder, like, what happened with all the stuff that you bought? So I'm gonna tell you guys today, and I decided to pick a video that I uploaded back on August 24th of last year. So this was a Ulta haul, and I picked this one because there were a lot of drugstore items in this particular haul. So as we all know, Ulta has the high-end side of the store and the drugstore side, and this was a haul where I focused a little bit more on some of the drugstore cruelty-free items from Ulta. So the original video will be linked down below, and all of the products that I'm talking about will be linked down below as well. So if you want to go look those products up and see if you're interested in them, you can find the information down below. This obviously was filmed at my old house, and it's crazy. Every time that I look at videos now of my old filming space, I just think, wow, that room was cluttered. If you are new to my channel, yeah, if you're looking to see a room that has like way too much furniture in it, check out that video. This room is so like wide open. I basically don't have enough furniture in here now, so I just went from one extreme to the other. But anyway, besides that, let's go ahead and get into the rehaul. So first thing in this haul, I did have one thing from Sephora, and then I think I also mentioned another product, so that's linked in the video as well. So the Youth to the People, there was like an introductory kit that Sephora had last year. I don't know if they still have it. If they have something similar, I'll link the similar kit down below. But this particular kit had a full size of the Kale and Spinach Green Tea Hyaluronic Acid Age Prevention Moisture Cream. That's a mouthful. So it had a full size of this, and then it also had, I want to say it was like either a 2 or a 4 ounce glass bottle of the Age Prevention Cleanser, and it also had a pretty small sample of their Age Prevention Mask. Now, I used up the cleanser and I used up the mask over the last, you know, few months or whatever. I have not obviously used up the moisturizer. However, I did put a really good dip in it, so you guys can see that there. This is a great moisturizer for those of you that have oily or combination or congested skin. This is really nice and lightweight. You can use this during the day, but I mostly use moisturizers like this at night. During the day, I tend to stick with my Paula's Choice Resist SPF moisturizer, which just gives me the hydration that I need, and it also has the moisturizer in it, and it just works great because it's all in one product. So I don't tend to reach for stuff like this during the morning, but this is one that I could very well use during the day because the consistency of it is very, it's almost kind of gel-like. The only thing I don't like about this is that I really wish it was like one of those airless containers, but yeah, it has a really nice texture that just very quickly absorbs into the skin and leaves your skin feeling really soft. It also smells like a kale and spinach salad, which sounds disgusting, but it's not. It's actually, it's like a really fresh, almost like fresh cut grass type smell. You know how when you smell that in the summer, you're like, that's so refreshing. That's what this kind of has, that same like refreshing vibe to it. But I really like this a lot. I will continue to use it until it's all done. Will I repurchase it in the future? I probably would repurchase it again, to be honest. I have a lot of other moisturizers to go through first, so it's gonna be a while. But if you have never tried the Youth to the People skincare line, I cannot recommend it enough. I really love their age prevention serum. I will link that down below as well. That was a product that I went through completely. It's like their tripeptide 37 kale and spinach age prevention serum. I don't remember the exact name of it, but I'll link it down below. I went through an entire bottle of that and really liked it a lot. It's another one of those serums that I was easily able to use during the daytime because it just absorbed so quickly into my skin. Loved it. Anyway, so the update on this is that I loved it, and I used the other 2 products from the kit up completely already, and I think it's a really great skincare line. Okay, let's get into the Ulta haul now. So the Hosmanoy Deep Nourishing Hair Conditioner. Yeah, we used that up. That is the shampoo and conditioner, because I also had the shampoo in here. That is the shampoo and conditioner that I really like to use in Stella's hair. She loves the smell of the coconut. It really works on detangling her hair. It keeps her hair really soft. And it's a really inexpensive, cruelty-free drugstore shampoo and conditioner. It is a fantastic hair care line just in general, but I love the fact that it's super affordable, and if you're on a tighter budget or you just don't want to spend that much on shampoo and conditioner, it's a great cruelty-free option at the drugstore. So you can also find the Hosk stuff a lot of times at Target, but I really like getting my Ulta points, so usually anything that is available at other stores, but I can get it at Ulta, I'd rather buy it at Ulta. So anyway, there you have that. I also, what else? So I had the Deep Nourishing Hair Conditioner, which I've gone through several of those since this video. I don't even have one to show you guys right now. And actually, the reason that I don't have the Manoy Coconut Shampoo and Conditioner to show you guys is because this last go around, after we finished our last bottles of that on Stella's hair, we went with a different fragrance. They have the new Cactus Water line, and so I had Stella try that one. She likes the coconut better, so we'll go back to the coconut. But anyway, love that. Love the deep conditioner. Love the regular shampoo and the conditioner from the Manoy Coconut line. Just the best. I did have 2 Pacifica lip balms in that video. One of them was like a kale scent, and the other one I think was a coconut. Honestly, I used those quite a bit, and then I lost both tubes. So I probably would repurchase them because I thought they were pretty good lip balms. They were just very, like, you know, the Nivea lip balms, they had basically the same packaging as those. And the consistency was also very similar as well, but they were great for on the go. I kept one in my car and one in, I think, my gym bag. Like I said, since then I have lost both of them. That happens quite frequently for me. I would actually repurchase the Pacifica lip balms, so if you've never tried them, they were really good. And again, it's something you can easily grab at Ulta, and since it's on the drugstore side, you can use those $3.50 off coupons. By the way, that dog right there is Lola, and she is my shadow. She's actually my mother-in-law's dog, but she is the litter mate of Mr. Kong. So they're brother and sister, and whenever my in-laws go to Canada, Lola comes to stay with me. So anyway, if you haven't seen Lola before in a video, that's who that is. Mr. Kong, I think, is asleep on the couch downstairs because it's what he does. Okay, next I had the NYX Slip Tease Full-On Lip Oil. So here it is. You guys, every time that I had this on in a video, you gave me so many compliments on this. I don't ever hear anyone talking about these anymore. So these Slip Tease Full Color Lip Oils are actually pretty pigmented. I'm hesitant to put a swatch on my hand because I know it's gonna stain, but This color right here is called Entice. And whenever I had this on my lips during the fall or winter, you guys loved this color. So I highly recommend this. I don't like, what do you call those? Liquid lipsticks. This is kind of similar in that it does really stay put on your lips, but it also conditions your lips and it doesn't dry the way that a typical liquid lipstick does. It was just a lot more comfortable for me to wear, but it was extremely long wearing. So I didn't love a lot of the other colors because they were kind of bright from this Slip Tease line from NYX. But if you like brighter colors, they had some really great options. And like I said, these are not drying the way that a liquid lipstick oftentimes is. And I'm gonna see if I can get this off. Okay, I got it off before it started to stain. Well, it stained a little bit, but that's okay. Anyway, so yeah, love this. Also, I forgot to grab these two, so I'm gonna see if I can find them really quickly, hopefully. Okay, here's the blush. So the NYX Ombre Blush in Mauve Me. I really like this too. Obviously still have it in my collection. These are a little bit powdery and they're not the most pigmented, but for an inexpensive blush, this was a really great blush. This Mauve Me shade would probably be better if you had my skin tone, so pretty pasty. I mean, the color payoff isn't insane, but I don't think it's necessarily meant to be. So this just gives me like a nice mauve flush to my cheeks. I really like to use this one during the fall. This is a great fall blush. And then the other, and that's still readily available. And the other thing that I bought that doesn't seem to be available anymore is actually the Cake That liner. And of course now I'm not gonna be able to find it. I should have done that. Oh, no, here it is. So this was available for a short period of time and now I can't really find it anymore. This is a powder eyeliner. You guys know that I love powder eyeliner. Obviously a black and a brown, just like a chocolate brown and matte black. This is really great and I will continue to use it, but a lot of times I just use the darkest shade that is in one of my eyeshadow palettes that I'm using that day. For example, Espresso being in this Laura Mercier eyeshadow palette. If I was using this palette, I would just use that as my liner instead of grabbing for this. But this is fantastic. So if you're using a palette that doesn't have a liner shade in it, then you could totally use this. It stays put all day. I tend to go for powder liner because I have really oily eyelids. So that just works best for me. But apparently they're not selling that anymore. I'll see if I can find it, and if I can, I'll link it. But as of right now, I haven't been able to find it recently. The Dr. Bronner's Rose Castile soap is actually in my bathroom right now. I use that soap to clean my makeup brushes. So a lot of people always ask me, like, what do you use? Do you use like the Beauty Blender Solid Cleanser, or do you buy like the Cinema Secrets? Like, no. I buy the Castile bar soap from Dr. Bronner's and I use that and it works amazingly well. In the past, I've used the lavender scent the most, but the rose scent is really lovely. So that's what I use to clean my makeup brushes every Saturday or Sunday when I think about doing it. The Buxom Big Tease Plumping Mascara. Okay, so I did do a mascara review on this one. I didn't love it and I have not repurchased it and I would not repurchase it in the future. I just didn't like the wand enough. It was kind of, it had like a wider base and then it like went up to like a pointy tip. So it looked like a little like cone thing like this. I didn't love the brush, didn't really love the formula long term, so I wouldn't repurchase that one. I used it until I was finished with it and moved on, so not one that I would be like, you gotta run out and get this. The Smith Rosebud Solve 10. So let me just grab that real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I haven't actually opened this one yet because I have some other tins that are open, but I've talked about these before. I'll probably end up doing one of those Unsung Heroes videos on this particular product because I've used it for years and they have lots of different fragrances in this Smith's Rosebud line. These are a petroleum-based product, and I know a lot of people are against, you know, stuff like that, but I don't really mind it. It keeps my lips hydrated, and I've never had any issues with it, so I love this one the most. And then the last thing is, let me see if I can pull it out real quick. It's a primer from Smashbox, and it is the, where is it? It's the Pore Minimizing Primer. Here it is. So I just got this little sample size of it, and I actually really like this primer. I do think that it does minimize my pores. I don't use it for every day because it doesn't last the longest. As you guys are aware, most of these Smashbox primers have a lot of silicone in them, and I don't do well with a ton of silicone products. I can use them minimally, but not like excessively, if that makes sense. So for a special occasion, and I have used this like when we've gone out to dinner or a wedding where I don't necessarily need my makeup to be on for like 15 hours, but it'll look good for about 6-7 hours, and it just fills in my pores, and then it usually starts to, the makeup kind of starts to slide off my face. So this isn't something that prolongs the wear of my makeup, but it makes my skin look flawless when I put it on. It literally fills in every single pore, and my makeup glides over top, my powder foundation, but then it breaks down a lot faster at the end of the day. So yeah, I won't repurchase this one, but I am enjoying using it. I think that I have better luck with these two primers. I'll link both of these down below, so if you're super oily like me, these have been some good go-to primers. The Becca Perfecting Base, the Velvet Blurring Primer, this one works great for me. You do have to shake it up really well, so do that before you start to pump it out. And then the Ren Skincare Perfect Canvas. This was actually a recommendation from quite a number of you guys. So this one does not have any silicones in it, and it's almost like a serum, and it does really help to prolong the look of my makeup, and it fills in my pores. So this one I won't repurchase in the future, but it's a good product. If you don't have a lot of issues with silicones, like if you aren't super oily, this might be a good one to check out because it does really fill in pores nicely. And that's it. That's everything that I had in that haul. So I didn't return anything. I lost a couple things, the lip balms, and everything else I have either used up or am in the process of using now. So I would call that a pretty successful haul overall. And yeah, I was happy with basically everything that I picked up. I mean, the mascara, it was okay. I wouldn't repurchase it, but yeah, so I will link the original video down below for you guys and all the products that I talked about. So let me know if you have any questions, and I will do another one of these videos next month, and we'll do a rehaul from a different haul. Maybe I'll pick like a Sephora haul or something. So anyway, have a great day, you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.